No freedom till we're equal. Damn right I support it. It's a Macklemore song, Same Love.
Yeah, you love Macklemore. You know, give your
album of the year.
Give yourself a round of applause for that one. That was good. I wanted to give you a chance. Don't cover that up, Luke, with other applause. Just leave it just Matt's solo clapping, because I don't want you covering up, you know, the moment that Matt has in the spotlight. With other people's nonsense.
Don't clutter it up with some fake studio applause.
And I wanted to give you a chance to practice your clapping as well.
I'm not very good at it. You know, we've both known that, especially like when I have to do the sync clap at the start of the podcast. My hands just aren't built right for it. So I thought those were decent claps.
Yeah, I mean, while you may not be good at, you know, like hand clapping, you are good at clapping Dale's cheeks. It's Matt's dad, everyone. Matt having sex with his father.
No, I'm talking about the Macklemore song Same Love, which I'm working on a cover of right now, and you've just basically tainted the image by talking about me having gay sex with my dad. And that's not what the song is about, and now people are going to associate my cover of this Macklemore song with... Just go to the intro.
I just want everyone to, before we do that, just close your eyes and imagine Matt having sex with his father. Think about that. Thousands of people. So who's to say, like, does that make it real?
I mean, thousands of people all within the same day.
Using the power of imagination.
That's using the power of imagination for good.
Yeah.
You know? No limits. Sorry, Dad.
When Ryan and I were wee lads, we used to just dream all day and night about if only there was a way we could effortlessly send money back and forth to each other. Well, our dreams came true because, yep, that's right, Cash App. Cash App does more than you think when it comes to having your back and making sure your money stays your money. If you direct deposit at least $300 in paychecks each month and use the Cash App card for purchases, you can unlock up to $200 in free overdraft coverage. If you overdraft unexpectedly, there's no hidden fees. Manage your money on your terms and take advantage of free overdraft coverage up to $200 on Cash App today. For a limited time only, new Cash App customers can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real, just download Cash App, use our exclusive referral code SuperMega in your profile, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Direct deposit, roundups, overdraft coverage, and discounts provided by Cash App, a Block Incorporated brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures.
Hello, everyone. My name's Joseph Basketball, and I'm here with my friend Matt Watson, and we're going to talk to you today about a really awesome company that's helped not just us, but millions of businesses around the globe.
That's right, Joe Basketball. Here at SuperMega, Ryan and me have been using Shopify for years. They make, you know, the entire process of selling our merch super, super fluid and easy. Our listeners will be able to go get their $1 per month trial at shopify.com/super. That's a $1 per month trial at shopify.com/super.
And just for those that missed it, that's shopify.com/super.
Will you be at the gates of heaven? Congratulations, you won! Alert! 今天恢复你美丽的 Borshka.
Oh yeah, it's another podcast episode with two bros sitting in two chairs across from each other about to talk for 1 hour-ish.
That's right. That's right. We've got 1 hour allotted out of our cells where we get to come sit in here and talk. Are there any prison podcasts?
There have to be.
Like,
because prisoners are, they're allowed to, well, I'm not sure they're allowed to, but they post TikToks.
dude,
I
love
cut
the
edits.
The fucking ones where they're all like dancing and lip syncing, but they're all in a shared cell, and it's like, okay, someone snuck a cell phone in, and now they have TikToks.
Some of them will be like directional videos of like how to make good like prison wine.
I know. And what's
like-
that called? Hooch?
Hooch.
Hooch. We should make some hooch and maybe drink it on the podcast together. We can make it in the
I would
toilet.
love to do an episode of just something where you and I try to make our own alcohol.
Is it? It can't be that hard, right? It's just fermentation.
Bro, of course not. Minerals Man did it in his garage.
Man, ASAC Schrader
Oh, yeah.
from Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I call him Minerals Man. That's how I remember him better. The Hank Schrader is just a hard name. There's too many syllables.
And it's some weird German last name.
Like Hank Schrader and then Minerals Man.
Well, Vince Gilligan wanted to call him Minerals Man, and the rest of the writing team vetoed it.
Or if you're Southern, it's 2 syllables.
Minerals
Man.
Minerals Man. I'll tell you something. I think that if you and I ever get arrested for, I don't know,
Grand larceny.
grand larceny, I hope they would let us share a cell, and I hope they would let us make a podcast from prison.
Yeah.
We could super mega cell. I'm just trying to think of a prison pun.
Yeah.
Super Mega Show Locked Up Edition.
Where it's us in prison, having a podcast together.
They probably wouldn't let us have cameras to film it. We'd probably just have to use a single microphone.
We can get a cell phone in the prison.
That's true. That's
As
true.
I said, it's not something that they probably would allow. It's just something that they would have to allow because it's the Funny Brothers. We'd run that prison.
Dude,
You know?
we'd be on top of that shit.
Much like how... trying to remember a man who had it all in prison. There's been a few. There's been a lot, actually. Just any rich guy who's been arrested or kind of...
Epstein?
Pablo Escobar had a fun time in prison for a bit.
He got to build his own prison.
I know, he got to go, I want a beautiful view. Not only that, I want a place where I can play checkers at all hours of the day. Can you hire me some friends to play checkers with?
Yes.
I remember that
sir.
episode. It was where they sent out a whole militia squad to go interrupt the big checkers tournament.
Yeah.
To go, like, they put bags over their head and captured them.
Which was like if the militia squad is gonna fucking do that, let them finish the checkers tournament.
Well, I mean, Pablo wanted to play some checkers, and checkers Pablo played.
4D checkers.
Well, he's playing 4D checkers, I guess, theory, like
Yeah.
in the sense of like, sorry, I had that picture flash in my head where they were like standing above his body as if he were like a deer carcass.
Dude, that's such a spoiler.
For real life.
That they actually, wait, did they shot it on the same roof though?
They either shot
they?
it on the same roof. They gave him like the same clothes. Like they got a good 1-to-1 of
Dude.
like what went down. There's a lot in that show that I will say that they take a lot of creative liberties to make the
Sure.
narrative a little like more exciting. I think there's even certain like assassination attempts that either didn't go down as the way they showed or like just didn't happen at all in certain. There's just a lot of events that they kind of throw in there. Overall, I think Matt and I would both, at the end of the day, recommend Narcos.
Narcos is great.
Season 1 and 2. I haven't seen
3 is good. I actually really, after Pablo's gone, it's still good. I've watched it. But I haven't seen beyond 3. But he did. One of the things that I thought they had to have made up, but actually happened, was when he blew up that commercial airliner.
Oh, yeah. Who did it have on it? Was it just someone who was going to, like, talk against him, or was it just some asshole he was like, I hate this guy?
It was something that would have been bad for him.
Okay. He just blew up the plane.
And then...
Like how P. Diddy blew up Frank Ocean's car.
wasn't Frank Ocean's car.
Oh, who was it?
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi. Okay, one and the same.
Yeah, they're pretty much the same person.
Same music. I'm kidding. No. Well, they each have their...
They each have their like deep sad boy music.
It's very emotional sad boy music.
Yeah.
You know?
The lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night, you know?
Bro, legitimately, no joke, Forrest Gump is such a great... Channel Orange in general, the whole album by Frank Ocean. I don't think it'll ever be topped in terms of Frank Ocean's. There's so much nostalgia.
Yeah.
And I think you can listen through that whole album and every track is just so good.
It is, and I think that he's kind of in an unfortunate predicament now because he has not released an album in so long that now he is seen as this of course he is a legendary artist because he's amazing, but it's like people now have elevated him to this almost mystical level of artistry where they have such nostalgia for...
It happened with Joji, for example.
Yeah, and then...
Where Joji we enjoy his music, and I'm not trying to say that it's good music that actually was bad and people didn't realize it. I'm just saying people held this boy up to such an ungodly level that... I don't know if it could be the same thing like creative drain or just kind of this inability to want to make stuff because it's everybody's telling you you're good, everything you make is good. That's one of the things that reminds me, for example, of our late friend Daniel, where he would always complain is I don't like it when people tell me things are... I mean, of course it would make him feel good, but he's when people tell me oh, it's so good, you're so good at this, he's there's no room to build. There's
to
no
improve.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm sure you feel like that with your creative ventures too, where it's you don't want to just... Come on, man.
Sorry, my elbow slammed into a sexy Meg Griffin doll.
You don't just want to create ouch 10 times. You'd rather think about an album, think about what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? You wanna,
yeah.
And you're I think you're able to do that and have the freedom because you do have people that tell you your stuff is good, but you have had a lot of people come at you in the past telling you your stuff is dog shit as well.
Yeah.
So it's very hurtful shit. Of course, that was at a time when people were just trying to be venomous on purpose.
The water was boiling.
But it's I feel you get to have a lot of the pressures you feel are more of the self, and I feel the pressures of Joji or Frank Ocean or stuff is just these pressures from this omnipotent being, collective that is the fan base or something.
Where everything that they make has to be exactly what the fans want and this perfect image because
they can't just have fun and try out things. It's I have to make the next best thing. This thing was held.
I have to top it now.
Think of and Tyler the Creator kind of did it because I remember after Flower Boy released, I'm not sure if you felt the same way, but I was this is his big thing.
Yeah.
This is his magnum opus, so to speak.
Yeah.
So it is cool to see that Igor came out, and then it did split the fan base of people liking Igor more.
I liked Igor.
So it's doable. But I'm still a Flower Boy head.
I like Flower Boy, especially just because of the. I know that's an incredibly 2017 white boy take, but it just gives me a lot of nostalgia.
It's good music.
It's good.
Who cares?
And it gives me a ton of nostalgia for 2017 when we lived together and that whole time period. And I feel I'm fortunate enough where it's a lot of the people that I guess would listen to my music would encourage the creative freedom where it's you can just do whatever you want and we'll listen to it, and if it sucks we'll tell you, but
that's the cost of success maybe of you get pigeonholed. You get more we've seen that. You've probably seen that with artists that you followed when they were small. Eventually they get fame, and I know this is a tale as old as time. Their song, it's always described as becoming more pop-y,
Yeah, a lot of artists move into that field because that's what sells, I guess. And I feel Frank Ocean and Joji are in this tough position where the longer they don't put out music, the more they elevate on that pedestal for what people expect. Mm-hmm. Because now it's Frank Ocean is famous for not dropping music, and because it's been so long.
He's also been through, I think, some personal life.
He had a death. I think his brother died.
And I think he tried to make what was it? There was some business move he tried to make that was was it a scam, or I can't remember what it was. It was something to do with hold up.
He made a jewelry brand.
Okay, the jewelry brand,
Which is a Homer. It's really cool.
Okay, it's actually okay.
It's really cool.
I heard, you know how online is. Every now and then I'll hear like, I saw something online and being like, yeah, you mean that scam that Frank? And I was like, what?
Well,
what?
There was something about where people like placed. They bought vinyls that apparently just like never got pressed and shipped or something. I don't know though. I could be.
Is that on?
wrong.
Is that on Frank Ocean or is that on like the production?
That would be on like the people that Frank Ocean isn't personally pressing these vinyls.
None of these people.
It's on the company that is fulfilling that.
I have a lot of respect, I will say, like for people like we'll go back to Tyler the Creator. I know, classic white boy, whatever. But it's just like how he manages to still have a very prominent voice and vision in his own material, like in his music videos and stuff.
He's like, I guess in terms of super popular artists, I feel like he's like the kind of the pinnacle right now of artists that are like have like a very clear creative vision that is like super them, and you can see that. And they make sure everything is like super stylized and stuff. Like I really liked the theming around his last album, and I actually like just everything since Flower Boy. I've liked how he's kind of had like a different style for each one.
I'm gonna sound cringe. Was Tyler the Creator, like, would you say like a big like person to, in terms of style, to kind of get pastels in the hip hop scene to be like widely used, or was that just like, I don't know, because like I think of, when I think of Tyler style, I think of I don't know how to explain it other than like the vibe of Camp Flog Gnaw.
Yeah, well, he used to be real big because it was like shorts, t-shirt with like a Hawaiian shirt, and then like
it's always like light
snapback
colors and stuff. And like especially in his music videos, he like, or just any videos, even if marketing, like maybe not so much pastels, but color is very big. Like he pays attention to, I don't know about color thematically. I'd have to just look at it and pick it apart, but definitely color is like design choice. Like it's very, like everything is very well designed. Like the set design, the vision for everything.
I don't know if I've ever seen him wear black.
Yeah.
And I really like the use of color he does, but I guess to wrap up my thought about Frank Ocean and Joji is like they both make good music, and I think that they're unfortunately, it's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't, because when they eventually release their next project, it's going to be under the microscope of like, okay, we as fans waited so long, and he's been getting better and better, and now this has to top that. So it's like Frank Ocean has to live with the pressure of having to like top Blonde or something like that. So it's like I could see how that could put you off from it could give you a lot of self-doubt in everything you make. And he started a comeback, and he released some singles that I really, really liked. And then he went through a tragedy, and then I just has kind of been quiet since then, from what I can see.
You can't really blame that, or
yeah, absolutely. But people also are very impatient with a lot of artists, where it's like,
because they're a commodity, not a person.
Yeah, And I see like if an artist goes like a year, 2 years, 3 years without dropping an album, everyone's like, they're done. They're not making music anymore. Fuck it. What are they? Where are they? But a lot of artists will do like 4 or 5 years between albums.
I'm guessing, would those years between albums be kind of like, this is the wrong choice, but it would be like milking the tour scene, and then it's releasing, like then release another album, so then you can set up another tour. Is it
usually tours are
like album release tour, album release tour? I'm sure everyone's wishing they had that Taylor Swift magic. Dropping one album, a copy of that album, a special edition of the copy of that album, a reprinting of the original edition with a different cover of that album with lyrics attached. There's so many different versions of one album, and guess what? I'm sure that leads to like more tracks being teased at shows, like and shit like that. It is insane, like Taylor's whole like marketing shit, like how Taylor came to be. Because I remember, when it's like Taylor Swift. But now it really is like she's one of the most like wealthy musicians.
Yeah,
like working.
I think she's a billionaire.
If not, I don't know if the most, because Rihanna, while not making music, or while not making money through music, makes money through the makeup, and like a billionaire because of the makeup.
I forgot she's a billionaire too.
Yeah.
And I also think that Taylor Swift. I would say Taylor Swift, at least in my opinion, I think it's maybe safe to say is the most known popular artist right now.
Yeah, the Michael Jackson of our generation,
Yep.
baby.
And I think it's funny too, because Taylor Swift, like when I was in middle school, Taylor Swift was obviously big still. You know, I'm very famous, but it was more like just like the girls in 7th grade are listening to that, and Taylor Swift is like
the Sabrina Carpenter,
and
the
then
Olivia
now
Rodrigo,
huge, massive. So I think artists do that a lot, where it's like a tour usually is right after an album drop, because that's when people have the most interest and people want to see that new stuff performed, and then they'll take a couple years just to work on music and the background, because it's a process where it's like it does take a really long time, because you'll sit on one song and like make a third of it, or make like a loose skeleton, and then you'll sit on that skeleton for like 6 months, just like messing with it and picking at it, until finally one day
collaboration schedules as well.
Yeah.
There's so much, I'm sure, that like goes into like making a first is recording, and recording isn't just singing the song once and being like, I think we got it.
Yeah, there's so many takes, and
everyone's different, but I know recording with you, when we do a music when we do a music song, when we do a song or something, and maybe this is just because I don't know. It's a lot of stop and go. It's a lot of let's get a lot of takes of this. That didn't sound right. Let me do it again. It's
line by line.
Yeah,
like the way I record music, and same with like other artists I know. I don't think I really know anyone that will just do the whole song like as one big take. They'll just do chunk by chunk. I'll record like line by line, and I'll have it on loop. So
Somewhere Over the Rainbow was recorded.
Okay, dude. But it'll just be looping, and every time I sing a take, when it's done, it loops back, and I sing again, and it starts stacking the takes, and then at the end, I can go through all the takes. So, like, I was doing a song recently, and I had, like, 70-something takes for one line.
And you just listen. Go
one
back,
by one.
Listen.
Yeah. But you get really blind or, like, deaf to what sounds good and what doesn't, so you have to like step away for a while. But
kind of like when editing a sketch,
yeah,
you start to be like, at first it was funny, the idea was hilarious, you're cracking up on set, the first time you put it all together it's hilarious, and then when you get into the minutia of editing, it starts to wear thin, and that's where it's like, it's nice to throw it to you, or if you throw it to me, it's like hearing you laugh or hearing me laugh, I'm sure from your perspective gives it a little more, okay, I have a little more confidence in this now, let's continue with this, because
yeah, because I remember you were even saying with the Uncle Sleepover episode, the I think it was the which one was it? It wasn't Taken, and it was the
God's Not Dead. No.
It wasn't God's Not Dead. It was the Forrest Gump.
Okay.
I remember you were like laughing at it, but like you spent so long cutting that up that you were like kind of doubting if it was like that funny, and then I watched it for the first time, and you heard me just cracking up the whole time,
which scares me because I get in that mode, and you know me, I like cutting things out. Sometimes I don't know if it's to a detriment, who knows, but it's just like I like cutting things down to like not the most concise version, but just like a concise version.
Yeah.
So I do worry that when I get into the mode of having seen it and like the jokes have worn thin, that I do start to like cut out bits
because it's not funny to you anymore.
Yeah.
I could see that.
But then again, that could be the cause of like, oh, I want a joke to land and I want the joke to be funny on repeat watches or something like that.
Well, you can always.
That's why it's nice to throw it to you.
Yeah, you can always throw it to me at an earlier stage if you want, before you like do a second cut.
Mm-hmm.
But I do the same thing where it's like I'll watch a video or a song that I'm working on or something, or even with graphic design, I get like blind because I've looked at it for so long and I've been picking it apart for so long that I'm like, I have to, and there's realistically like for the best thing, probably the best thing to do is just be like, just stop.
Yeah,
it's good. Just stop. But
stop and let it breathe. Yeah.
My dad taught me a really good method actually that I still do sometimes with with painting or drawing. I don't paint or draw really, but like when I'm doing a graphic thing or something, is either mirror it or flip it upside down. So like if you're painting, flip the canvas upside down and then look at it, or take a picture and mirror it. Because when you do that, it's like new to your brain.
Your brain kind of resets a little bit.
And you start noticing things that you need to fix, and little things that look off or weird that you wouldn't notice, like because you're so blind to it. It's a cool method. It works pretty well.
Well, thank you, Dale.
We'll start watching our sketches upside down.
Yeah.
Just like you guys can watch these ads upside down. Luke, make sure the ads are upside down.
When Ryan and I were wee lads, we used to just dream all day and night about if only there was a way we could effortlessly send money back and forth to each other. Well, our dreams came true because, yep, that's right, Cash App. But goofs and gaffs aside, Ryan and I have both used Cash App for quite some time now. It's super easy, it's super fast, and it's super fun. Just being able to send money back and forth at a moment's notice with no fees or anything like that. You can sign up so freaking fast. Now get this. All right, direct deposit. Y'all know what it is. You can do direct deposit through Cash App, and you can sometimes get your money up to 2 days sooner. That's pretty nice, huh? Cash App does more than you think when it comes to having your back and making sure your money stays your money. If you direct deposit at least $300 in paychecks each month and use the Cash App card for purchases, you can unlock up to $200 in free overdraft coverage. If you overdraft unexpectedly, there's no hidden fees. Manage your money on your terms and take advantage of free overdraft coverage up to $200 on Cash App today. For a limited time only, new Cash App customers can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real, just download Cash App, use our exclusive referral code SuperMega in your profile, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Direct deposit, roundups, overdraft coverage, and discounts provided by Cash App, a Block Incorporated brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures.
Did you hear about Mighty Joe Young? Executed. Shotgun blast to the back of the head.
Even after the whole, Ferris wheel rescue?
Yep. It was ISIS. And get this, they filmed it in slow motion, put it on their website. It's a pretty cool video.
There's nothing cool about
Well, it's tragic. It's tragic.
Brutal death and shotgunning of a hero, by the way. Charlize Theron was in that movie.
She played Mighty Joe Young?
No, she played the woman in Mighty Joe Young who was on the front cover.
Oh.
Have you ever seen the movie, Matthew?
I haven't.
So you're just using the name of Mighty Joe Young for what?
No, I'm memorializing him for what those bastards at ISIS did.
You've never said one decent thing about Mighty Joe Young, and here you are, excited and filled with joy to announce the shotgunning blast to the back of his head?
That is Charlize Theron.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a VHS copy right here that I think we bought at Goodwill or something.
We need to go back and buy more. We have 6 copies of Fat Albert starring Kenan Thompson.
One of you guys sent all those DVD copies in. Thank you.
We have The Passion of the Christ, Kangaroo Jack, Spy Kids.
Mail us, seriously. Our P.O. box is in the description. We have a little VHS collection, but we like weird, bad VHS movies. So if you want to send us anything.
Weird, bad. What about
this isn't weird.
What
or
about
bad.
Kangaroo Jack, The Passion of the Christ, or Mighty Joe Young? Do you think of weird or bad? Fat Albert,
That's not what I meant. I worded it wrong. You know what I mean. Those movies. Movies that are...
Those movies?
No,
movies with white people in them? Those people movies?
Yeah, those movies. Dude, why no white Tyler Perry? Think about it. That's all I'm going to say.
The only thing I have heard recently is people get mad at him because they're like, why do you always make a sad movie and try to... He just creates sad movies essentially where the main character is a black woman and all the theme is
misfortune.
Life beats her down.
Yeah.
There's one that came out recently that like people were like, oh, "Yep, this is quintessential Tyler." Just about some like, I don't want to spoil it out of malice or anything.
You know, some say that because he produces so much, he's the highest paying, or he's a big producer. He's a billionaire, and he makes so many things that, you know, some people consider him the real Tyler, the Creator.
But he's not.
No, not in my opinion.
You don't recognize him as that, do
I don't.
you?
I absolutely do not recognize him as Tyler, the Creator.
SuperMega does not recognize Tyler Perry as Tyler, the Creator. Tyler, the Creator is Tyler, the Creator.
Yes. I'm imagining like reporters following with like microphones, asking for comment on like, do we recognize Tyler Perry as Tyler, the Creator?
No.
So he is a give one of those politician answers that's fake, where it's like, some do view Tyler as a creator.
And that is up to them to decide. And we all hold beliefs that should remain by the rights of being private to ourselves, that shouldn't have to be forced out into the public. And I agree with that. You know, whatever feelings I have about this issue don't matter, because at the end of the day, we all can feel how we want. And that's the beautiful thing about America and American freedom. It's what the soldiers fought for after 9/11.
Okay, but this is a specific bill you're voting on.
Hamas. Booga booga booga. Fox News be like.
I don't want to talk shit about Fox News because any network could give us a show, technically. I don't want to rule anyone out.
Fox News.
We want to give you guys a comedy
not the Fox
show.
Network, but Fox News specifically.
Well, I tell you, I'm like, dude, Ryan Fox wants to have a meeting about like an original series, and you get all excited. And I forgot to mention it's Fox News, by the way. It's not 20th Century.
We're doing
Fox.
like a roundtable show with Ben Shapiro,
Oh my
Tim Pool,
God.
Charlie Kirk, Matt Wall,
Candace
Steven
Owens.
Crowder, Candace Owens, the bald one,
Andrew Tate,
the old bald one that smokes cigars, Michael Knowles,
Dennis Prager,
Dinesh D'Souza,
Andrew Tate.
Oh, where the hell are my
Peterson?
My meats.
Did you say Peterson? Dude,
Show me the meats.
that is... You know, some people, they say that the purpose of life is about finding fulfillment in personal endeavors, and the way that you feel about things is all dependent on your own mindset.
Shut up,
But
Jordan. Just take a cigar. Have some whiskey.
what I'm saying is the beef.
No one can. Jordan, shut up. Jordan,
where is the beef?
someone get him out, please.
It's so sad.
Please get him out. Please get him out of here.
Him being all distraught over
He gets hoisted out of a tobacco merchant.
Imagine Jordan Peterson just fucking being on. He's on that show with us, but he has one of those box rigs vapes with like cotton candy. He's
He's
blowing
wearing
thick.
sunglasses. You know, and he has a lid's ball cap on, but it's like just
Gently
sitting at the top of his head.
He got one of those broccoli haircuts, and he cut a slit in his eyebrow. He shaved a little slit.
that would be sick.
So, Dr. Peterson, you're looking a little bit different these days.
Oh, you know, it just different style. You know, this is how I be. Yo,
How do you know what I am? Personal expression is personal expression. It doesn't define me.
a cracker like me can do whatever he damn well pleases.
Okay, well, let's move on.
Dude, if that was his retort wearing that with sunglasses and shit.
I'm
That
trying
would
to
be a
like
beautiful
picture
moment.
him in my, like, he goes to Turkey to get one of those hair transplants, so he has like a 17-year-old hype beast's hair with the perfect broccoli poof. And
Of course.
I'm really that round table is one of the most cursed, awful round tables I could imagine.
We forgot a very important person to add in there to add some comedy and nuance to the discussion. I was thinking maybe Theo Von, Tony Hinchcliffe, Joe Rogan.
Well,
maybe I don't know.
You're talking about comedy. You didn't bring up the best comedian of them all, Bill Maher.
Oh, true. He would be perfect. Dude, we could imagine coming up just a room like all these people have to talk with each other and share thoughts over a 2-hour period. How well do you think that round table would like? Even though they're all like, I feel like they're on the, while they may not be on the same side politically about a lot of stuff, they're on the same side in a classist way.
Well,
in the way that really matters.
Yeah, and I would say they're all on the same side of the spectrum politically, just varying degrees, with some differing views that are worse than others. What about a show with all those people, but they're not allowed at all to bring up politics or religion?
They have to talk about their life.
Yeah,
a movie they recently watched.
Jordan, you were making some comments about Mighty Joe Young that I just didn't sit right with me. Well, I don't think it's a realistic portrayal of the mighty gorilla.
No, that's true. This is Joe Rogan popping in. That's true. Jamie, pull it up. Look, there used to be Ģigantospithecus. Was a real animal, but was nowhere near as big as Mighty Joe Young. Ģigantospithecus stood on two legs, with nothing like Mighty Joe Young. Mighty Joe Young is just an oversized gorilla. Ģigantospithecus is not just it's an orangutan-like creature, which Mighty Joe Young is clearly not. More based on the silverback. Jamie, did you pull that up yet?
Hypothetically,
just pictures of a silverback.
We weren't
gorilla.
talking about Sasquatch, Joe. We're talking about Mighty Joe Young.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Mighty Joe Young can't exist because it's not a real creature.
Wrong. That's incorrect. You're putting out these facts without doing any research. So you're putting out a hypothetical. Hypothetically speaking, maybe Sasquatch is real. That's a hypothetical. We're talking about Mighty Joe Young.
Mighty Joe Young is a movie that does exist. There's film proof of Mighty Joe Young being... you can't look at Mighty Joe Young and look at the footage within that movie and tell me that Mighty Joe Young, in fact, is not a great ape that does, in fact, exist. That is someone that they physically contacted. They did not have CGI at the time to display Mighty Joe Young in a very realistic way. No. There's only one way they could get Mighty Joe Young into this movie, and that is they hired a naturally born giant gorilla named Mighty Joe Young.
It's CGI. I gotta tell you, it's CGI.
No, it's an obvious suit, guys. This is the moon landing all over again.
Guys, I'm thinking Mighty Joe.
That's Alex Jones. He's there too.
Well, actually, he's there's a skylight, and he's peering down from the skylight, so you hear his.
I can't do my Alex Jones.
Now.
And he breaks through the glass,
flips forward, lands in the middle of the table.
He was like. He had like a bowl of chili with him. Everywhere.
But it's spicy, and he gets in his eyes and everything.
He starts scrambling around the table.
Dude, that would be an incredible show.
I would love to watch it.
I like the concept, too, of Joe Rogan constantly asking Jamie to pull things up, but he keeps forgetting Jamie's not there. Jamie. Fuck. Now, listen, Joe. In the classic tradition of heroic Disney adventures comes the extraordinary Mighty Joe Young, a thrilling story full of excitement, friendship, courage.
No, I've heard this before. You've read this to me 1,000 times, Ben. Now, listen, Ben.
It's a real gorilla. That's what I'm telling you. There's absolutely no world where they're using a CGI gorilla.
Jamie?
That's like silent in the room, but he says that. He's looking around still. God, where is this guy?
Oh, man. I love podcast bro culture.
Dude, I mean, you and I are essentially Theo Von and Tony Hinchcliffe.
That is true.
You ever thought about that?
We are Theo... I'm the Theo Von, and you're the Tony Hinchcliffe.
Why? Because I'm fruity?
No, because you don't... because of your views on Puerto Ricans.
Yes. Yeah, we align very closely.
Matt's a racist.
No? Just cricket sound effects for that one.
Yeah.
Matt's a homophobe? That got some claps.
Yeah, that got some claps.
I heard a faint boo.
Well, it's not... I mean, it's not true. But...
This is just satire.
Well, yeah, it's steeped in irony. So, what is it? Is it called Poe's Law? Where it's like...
Teletubby had a law named after him?
Yeah. And I think it has to do with, there will always be someone that doesn't think a joke, they'll take it seriously.
But that's life. That's
I know.
people.
I'm like, y'all, you guys are just making up laws that are just for anything.
Well, I mean, an object in motion stays in motion
unless
enacted upon by an equal and opposite for, what is it?
Yeah.
Equal
facts.
yet opposite or equal and opposite? What's the definite, there's the...
Well, to make it fully stop, it would have to be equal to the force in which it's going forward, the momentum, right?
I'm talking about the wording. I'm being semantic. Is it yet opposite and opposite?
equal and opposite,
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know why yet got thrown in there. For some reason in my brain, a yet was supposed to be in that sentence.
Words are confusing. And speaking of words, it's time for the word of the week right after
this
these
ad break.
ads.
Hey,
Look at
come
us,
on.
dude. We're on the same
Money!
wavelength.
Hello, everyone. My name's Joseph Basketball, and I'm here with my friend Matt Watson, and we're going to talk to you today about a really awesome company that's helped not just us, but millions of businesses around the globe.
That's right, Joseph. And it's called Shopify. And it's really awesome. And, you know, whether you're selling, you could be selling basketballs, for example, and use Shopify, pick from one of their great templates. They have so many good templates. As a graphic designer myself, I love them. And then you can, start selling. It's super easy. And they make, packing and handling orders and addresses and tariff codes and all of that stuff. They make it super easy with their new AI tools. They make it incredibly easy to start your own shop and be selling in the toss of a b-ball.
And let me say, my basketball business is skyrocketing because of this awesome advice my friend Matt Watson gave me. Joe Basketball for my basketball business.
That's right, Joe Basketball. Here at SuperMega, Ryan and me have been using Shopify for years. They make, the entire process of selling our merch super, super fluid and easy.
And I just want to say, if it wasn't for you recommending Shopify to me, I wouldn't have all of these awesome tools to help advertise and get my basketball business off the ground. I think the thing that I find the most rewarding about Shopify, and I have to thank you again for putting me on this banger of a website.
Of course.
Is just how gosh dang fun it is to use. I have never had so much fun in my entire life of basketball business until I started using Shopify.
Well, Basketball Jones, I do have a little bit of exciting news to share with you. Yep. Our listeners will be able to go get their $1 per month trial at shopify.com/super. That's a $1 per month trial at shopify.com/super.
And just for those that missed it, that's shopify.com/super.
I love you.
I love you too.
I love you a lot. Word of the week time. Ooh, too bad that voice crack was in between the show.
No, it wasn't.
You can't do that.
Yep, but now we're going to cut to the word of the week. I just wanted that part in the episode. I'm sorry. It's going to get us a lot of clicks. Make it a short and we'll
It's not going to get us clicks.
We'll be at 2 million in no time if you make it a short. I bet. Make it a short. And can you put me at the bottom of the short doing this? Like, can we record a green screen edit of me going?
Yes, yeah. All right. I mean,
yeah.
it's on the channel now, guys. This short. So please go give it a like and a comment so we can boost it in the algorithm, guys.
It's a good short.
Let's get to 10,000 likes.
Okay, everyone, it's time for Super Mega's word of the week. Okay. This week's word of the week is snollygoster.
Snollygoster.
Snollygoster. So, snollygoster is a noun.
Oh, it's a noun.
And the definition is a shrewd, unprincipled person, especially a politician who does or says things for personal gain.
Shollygoster?
Shollygoster.
That's great.
Or snollygoster.
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 That's a good one, dude. You picked a great word of the week. I would love if everyone now in the comments could go ahead and use that word.
Mostly
in a
used
sentence.
for like a disingenuous or dishonest, shitty politician. Typically, I guess, is what it would be referring to. But a snollygoster can be anyone.
George Santos was a great example of a snollygoster. Because he made up his entire background and then got convicted, and now he's going to jail.
Anthony Weiner. A good example of a snollygoster.
No, dude, he's trying to make a comeback right now politically. He was just on the Adam Friedland show.
Was he?
Yeah, he was his guest.
But Adam Friedland has him on as like a goof.
Yeah. But
it's not like Theo Von having J.D. Vance on his podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Like Adam Friedland's not promoting Anthony Weiner.
No.
Or making him look.
He's not promoting hate towards 50% of the potential population.
How did his dick pic end up on his Twitter account? Did he accidentally post it, or did it get hacked and it got posted?
My stepdad wanted. They were in communication, and he thought he was liking the picture. He didn't realize holding it down and then sharing. He didn't.
Oh
you know.
no!
So that's an unfortunate Ryan stepdad mistake.
Wow.
He just tried to like it, which
I mean, I've seen the picture. It's a nice bulge. It's just hilarious. His last name's Weiner.
Yeah.
And that's what happened, you know.
Funny.
It's funny stuff.
But Ʞᴁ is the word of the week.
It is.
Would you care to use it in SuperMega's big fantastic example sentence?
Absolutely. Here's SuperMega's big fantastic example sentence. Did I get it right?
Mm-hmm. Authored by Matt Watson and prepared and narrated by Matt Watson.
Co-signed by Ryan McGee. Produced by Ryan McGee.
I like that.
Executive produced by Ryan McGee. Assistant produced by Luke Ketty.
Co-produced.
No, just
just maybe like a best boy credit.
yeah, best boy Luke Ketty. Luke, you gotta make sure these credits are on the screen. Let me see. The only way we were able to finally achieve 1 million subscribers was by putting a little cash in the pocket of a snollygoster or two.
Ooh. Bum, 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 bum. Bing.
Yeah,
You know? That was good.
We paid some politicians, some snollygosters in it.
Now, while that may not be, the most complex word to try to pronounce or say, whatever, I think it's a fun little word to add to. I mean, how many words do we have now?
Let's go ahead and see the full list of the words of the week. Look at all those words of the week so far, guys.
Have you learned them all yet? There's going to be a test.
Yes, but you're not going to know when.
Yep.
So make sure you're studying because it could come at any moment.
No AI tools allowed. We'll catch it.
Mm-hmm. It's very easy to see when someone's writing with AI, and the big thing that I could just kind of tell the tonnage. Like ChatGPT has a very specific tonnage, but the one thing ChatGPT does that no matter how many times you tell it not to, it'll still do it. Is it puts the M dash over and over and over,
like that.
The long line.
Yeah.
So like whenever I'm reading something and I think it might be ChatGPT, I just look for the M dash, and then I'm like, oh, there's 3 of them. That's ChatGPT, because no one really people do use that, but it's just not very common.
Yeah. For me, the one that gets me caught all the time is when you copy and paste it and it says, "Is this what you were looking for?"
Like sending like a very commanding email, like to like a very confrontational one, and it's like, let me know if I need to lighten the tone a bit, or if you need this shorter or longer.
But I know there's got to be people who accidentally keep in that end bit and shit.
They just copy and paste the whole thing and post it. Of course, absolutely.
What are how do these AI snitching tools work? Where it's like teachers are like, I have tools that scan your paper and let me know if AI was used.
I'm guessing that
it's like, how is that possible?
I'm guessing that the way language LLMs work, language learning model, I forgot what it stands for, but like ChatGPT and stuff like that, the way it works is they've just put it through all this training where it's essentially just, if I'm understanding correctly, really good at predicting what word comes next. So it will analyze your question, and then it puts the first word, and then it has a tree of other potential words it can go to next, and the one with the highest probability of being next, it goes, and it does that until it builds your whole answer. I think that's how it works, and I'm pretty sure that these things all follow pretty specific patterns that we might not pick up on, but if a system was looking for them, it might be able to detect them. And also, yeah.
Luke, close the curtains.
Oh, come on, man.
I got to get ready for a brand new segment that I'm trying out. Matt doesn't know about.
Why didn't you talk to me about this? What's going on?
Open them up, Luke. That's right. It's time for Random Trivia, hosted by Ryan, starring Matt.
Today's trivia topic, Marvel movies. The Marvel Cinematic Universe at that. So, Matt, you're going to answer 5 questions. If you can get 3 out of the 5 questions correct, you win the winner's crown.
I bought that, just FYI. But
Yeah, not for much, but
it's Amazon.
the winner's crown.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
Will Matt get the winner's crown? He has to answer 3 of the 5 correct.
Okay. By the way, also in the future, like, can you just run these by me before you start doing a whole segment?
Huh?
Just it's fine.
I mean,
Just ask me
SuperMega is just
questions.
as much as my channel as yours. And,
Yeah, I
you
know. Just
I'm just
like,
trying
run
something
this
new
stuff.
out.
Okay, go.
I
Yeah,
thought you would
it's
be
fine.
like
No, it's fine. Just
supportive.
ask me. I totally am. Just ask the questions.
I even put on a hat.
Yeah, I know.
How often do I change hats?
That's true.
I have like 3 hats
Yeah,
and a beanie.
it's good to see you branch out.
Okay, are you ready?
Aye, Captain.
First question. These are sourced from BuzzFeed, by the way.
Okay.
First question. What is the name of the little boy Tony befriends while stranded in Iron Man 3?
It's gonna be a Middle Eastern name, right?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, statistically, Muhammad has the highest chance of it being correct because that's the most popular name in the world. So I'm gonna say Muhammad.
I was about to say you can have 1 hint per game, maybe.
Oh, well, I already locked in my
Yeah.
answer.
No, that's wrong. The little boy's name was Harley. I was about to give you the hint of bacon. You know?
But you see, like, where my line of thinking was.
Yeah.
It's the most common name in the world, so statistically, it had the highest chance of being correct.
Now, you can miss, another one and still be good.
Can I phone a friend at any point?
Sure.
Luke?
Yeah, you could phone Luke in if you wanted to. You'd have to call him here, using your phone. Okay. Are you ready?
Aye, Captain.
What is the name of the alien race that Loki leads in the Battle of New York in The Avengers?
Oh, man. Oh, fuck. See, excuse my language. Can I swear?
Yeah, of course.
I got the first one wrong, and I don't know if it's a bad sign that I'm going to use my phone a friend on the second question because there's 5, right?
Yeah, there's 5.
You know what? I'm gonna phone a friend here.
Okay.
This is definitely
And I'll read the question out to him.
okay.
It'll be like $1 million to win in the West or whatever that show was.
Oh, call failed.
Oh, try one more time.
Please. Hey, Luke?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, thank God. I thought I was going to be stranded on this. I have a question, and I need to know if maybe you could help me out with the answer.
Okay, what is it?
Here, Ryan, I'll let Ryan read it.
Okay. Matt's on a trivia show, and he's using you as a phone a friend. And the question, and it's Marvel themed, it's MCU related, and the question is, what is the name of the alien race that Loki leads in the Battle of New York in The Avengers?
Oh, fuck, dude.
You don't know this?
I have no fucking idea.
Didn't you just get through watching a marathon of the Marvel movies?
You're a Marvel head.
Yeah, that was 6 months ago. And I also those are like the worst movies to me.
The Avengers?
I'm really tuned out for those ones.
So you don't know I mean, is there any guesses? Maybe you could like nudge me in the right direction.
Oh, man. No, dude, I have no fucking idea.
Okay, well,
Sorry, dude. Yeah.
it's all right. It's all right.
You know what? Call me back with an X-Men question.
I
Probably
can't.
not you.
I can't.
They're not in the MCU officially yet.
And I get one phone a friend. So
Ugh.
Well, I guess in the
Ryan
new
know the answer to
Deadpool movie.
this?
what?
Does Ryan know the answer to this?
I have the
Yeah.
answers in front of me. I'm the host of the trivia show.
Okay, but would Ryan have known the answer to this without the phone in front of him?
Who's to say what? I mean, Ryan's not here to answer. It's only me, the host.
Uh-oh.
All right, Luke. Well, thanks anyway.
Sorry, man.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say that they're the Xenas. Xenas.
Close.
Really?
But no cigar. The Chitauri.
That was close. Fuck. All right, so
Okay.
technically I can still win this, right?
You
3 out of
can't.
5?
You just, if you get this last question wrong,
Well, there's 5, right?
there's 5 questions, but you get 3 wrong, you already lose the, you know?
Yeah, so if I get this next one right, then I can keep going. But if I get it wrong, it's done.
And this is one that every MCU fan probably knows. You know, this is probably a give me this next question. All right. Are you ready?
Aye, aye, Captain.
What color is the Incredible Hulk?
He's green.
Yes. Okay. We got one right answer.
I mean, usually he's green. There is the
of course.
the red
But we
Hulk
don't
with the
talk about
gamma
that.
ray
We
radiation.
don't talk about that one though.
Okay.
That was in the newest movie. No one really saw it. You
Okay,
know.
so we don't need to
No,
worry about that. It,
Had beautiful cherry blossom trees though.
and just like, there's no point in putting that thought in people's heads and getting them scared about gamma radiation.
Okay, so we got 2 wrong, 1 right.
Okay, so I get to continue.
You do.
2 more. 2 wrongs, make a right. I don't know.
The next question. Hold on one second. I want to make sure I'm getting this right. I just want to make... Yep. In the movie Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, where do Shang-Chi and Katie work as valet?
Dude, I'm pretty sure no one saw that one. Hey, Higher Brothers
Are you
have a song
telling
in
me
it.
no one saw Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings?
Rich Brian and Higher Brothers have music in it. They work. Where do they work? Is valets? Are you looking for like a specific company name, or can I give like the place?
I'll accept a general answer for this one. If you can guess the general type of...
Do they work at a hotel?
That's 2 right answers, Matthew.
Really?
In more precise, it's the Fairmount Hotel.
No way.
But you said hotel.
Okay, dude.
That's-
no way.
That's 2 right, 2 wrong.
Wow. So I actually am getting to this last round, and this is going to be the make or break moment. Holy shit, dude! I didn't expect to. That was a lucky guess. And I promise I don't have an earpiece.
Okay.
Feeding me the. Yeah.
You ready for the final question, Matt? Mm-hmm. In the movie Thor Ragnarok, who does Thor fight in the arena while stuck on Sakaar? Think about it. There was a trailer released for Thor Ragnarok that heavily...
I didn't see it.
Oh, unfortunately, you didn't see the
I
trailer?
didn't see the trailer, no.
Oh, damn. Well, it's all on this one. If you get this answer right, you win the victory crown of Ryan's trivia random game, so whatever it's called.
Could I have my hint?
You want a hint?
Yeah.
Did somebody say gay man radiation?
Purple Hulk?
Just the Hulk.
Oh.
But I'll accept. You said Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk. Because
You know,
you said
I was,
purple.
I was working on like gamma radiation. You mean gay man radiation? That's where I was working off of there, is like try to get you the hint of... I couldn't say gamma radiation.
Okay, I got you. Well,
I mean, one and the same. Gay man radiation, gamma radiation. They have linked gamma radiation to the
homosexuality.
to the type of energy levels that gay men exude.
Yeah, and also not to mention, also to mention like, to the gay Hulk and the regular Hulk they're the same to me because it doesn't make a difference.
All Hulks are one.
Yeah,
I don't see color when it comes to the Hulk.
No,
They're just Hulks.
yeah, and whether the Hulk wants to suck a penis or eat out a vagina, that's his business.
Matthew.
So I actually won.
You won the first surprise trivia round.
Dude.
Surprise trip. I don't know what it's called. I'll think of a name. Maybe Luke will have to text me what's the name of this thing, and I'll tell him he'll probably put it in like bold italics Times New Roman or something.
Yeah.
If you could at least do that. Maybe asking for a bevel will be a little too much. I would love a bevel, but
What about like
a stroke with a drop shadow to make it pop a little. I just don't know if
Show Card is a cool font from the classic, Microsoft.
Okay. Yeah.
That'd be or Jokerman or Hobo. Hobo's a great font. Anyway, if you're looking on screen right now, you probably see a list of people's names scrolling by, and you're going, "What the f?" All those people are people that pledge to the Super Mega Patreon to support this show. You guys are literally producing the show, so you get your name in the credits, and we want to thank you. You also get stickers. Show the last sticker. It was a bumper sticker.
Yeah.
This is what it looked like. You get stickers in the mail every single month.
And Luke, throw up the definition of a sticker so people don't get confused.
Yes, we've had some confusion. But speaking of our Patreon, you can get
Oxford's definition.
Yeah, not Merriam-Webster. You can get an extra sloppy toppy. An extra sloppy serving. I meant to say like a topping of it.
Yeah.
You can get an extra chunk of this episode of the podcast on our Patreon, and this episode early and ad free. So all that grand stuff. So on the Patreon continuation of this episode, I'm gonna Uno reverse card you. It's gonna be Matthew's science show.
I haven't studied science since the first grade.
Well,
I slept through the rest of my science courses.
Well, these questions will be stuff that maybe you can guess.
Chromosome. Mitochondria.
You know what that is, right? It's the powerhouse of the cell.
What about the cell wall or the cell membrane? I only know about cells, Matt. Please just one question about cells. An animal cell, a plant cell. I know they're different, but
at school I never learned what laws there are.
What? Who's that?
The Boy in a Band rap video where it's like about how school is stupid because it didn't teach him what laws there are, but it taught him that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Have you seen that video of him rapping? It's classic. It's just
rapping. Is it a white man rapping?
Yeah.
Typical. First it was you, then Luke. Now this guy wants to rap. Every white guy wants to rap these days.
I gave up the rapping.
Well, you should tell that to Luke because he thinks that you're releasing an album together. And I don't want to break his heart.
Is he's still talking about that, huh?
You saw him in the do-rag and the sunglasses. I'm sorry, Luke. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
And I have to say, you do have a high chance of being invited to a popular Halloween party because, I mean, last year's FaZe Halloween party, you sucked them all off.
Don't
FaZe Ronaldo,
come on, man.
FaZe
Don't
Banks.
I don't want to get into that.